Greetings and welcome everybody. Welcome to my channel. This is Spotless Mind Tarot and my name is Cassandra. Today we are doing something completely brand new. So if you're here, congratulations, because this is my very first time. These are going to be my very first set of videos that I'm making and I'm so excited. I'm also super nervous, so we'll see how it goes. I will introduce myself, and like I said, my name is Cassandra. I'm a Libra rising, Capricorn sun, Pisces moon, and my Venus is in Scorpio. So yeah, this is going to be really interesting. I don't really have a particular format as far as what kind of videos I'm going to be doing every month. If anything, I would love to just deliver monthly videos based on the element of your signs. So there'll be 4 videos in total. We will cover fire, air, earth, and water. And you want to watch for the element of your rising sun and moon sign, either your natal and or your progressed, whichever you like to go with the most. And you may also watch for your chart ruler as well as just your overall dominant energy. So it doesn't exactly have to be zodiac based, but sorry about that. But I'll leave it up to you guys how you want to go about that. If anything, I feel these readings would really resonate through your rising and your sun sign. So yeah, this should be interesting. This should be quite an experience and an experiment. Please comment below. Let me see who you guys are. I'm curious to see who's watching. I'm curious to see how these videos resonate with you. Let me know in the comments and subscribe as well. That way I can really tap into your energy and give you more accurate readings because you're connected to me. So the more we're connected, the easier I am able to read for you. You may follow me on Instagram if you like, at Spotless Mind Tarot. I will leave a link to that in the description. I also offer private readings, which you could find on my Etsy shop. And I'll just leave everything else in the description, so that way we're not sitting here having a long chat about a whole lot of nothing. And yeah, should be exciting. My very first set of videos. So I'm very amateur. I'm pretty much a rookie when it comes to this shit. And things should be pretty interesting. So what we are going to do in the reading is we will look at your current energies. We will look at what energies are coming into your life, as well as the crowning energy and then the challenges you will be facing. We will also pull from the Elemental Oracle deck, so we'll get you some Oracle cards up in here. And yeah, should be fun, should be exciting. I just want to say that I've been reading publicly for others for 5 months now. So, coming up on 6 months, I'm pretty excited. And I'm pretty excited about the energies coming up for everybody. The last 3 months of the year are pretty exciting times. It's my absolute favorite time of year. And that could just have a whole lot to do with the Scorpio energy that kind of kickstarts it all. I have dominant Scorpio in my chart, so yeah. Let's not make this any more awkward and let's just kind of dive right into it. Welcome fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I have your cards for you laid out right here. So to crown the reading, we have the Nine of Cups. Beautiful card to have, beautiful energy for the entire month. Your challenges this month are the Five of Swords and the Eight of Cups, which on their own are pretty challenging cards. So we'll see what that's all about. For the current energy, we have Queen of Cups, the World, Ace of Pentacles, and Three of Pentacles. For the energy that's coming in this month for you guys is the Seven of Swords, Ace of Swords, Knight of Wands, and Two of Cups. So with the current energies, you guys are most definitely working, and you are working hard, and you are working fast, and you are on steady progress here. I feel like you're really stepping into your emotional maturity. You're really tapping into your heart space and what you feel, what you want. And you know, Scorpio season, which kickstarts October, is a sign, it's opposite of Taurus. And Taurus has to do with pleasures and leisure and all the feel-good things, you know, love, money, personal attainment, you know, stuff like that. And Scorpio can show and give off that same kind of energy. It's just done, I would say, in a darker aspect. So it's more possessive, it's more obsessed, it's more, you know, this is all mine, no one else can have it kind of energy. So I think that's good for you guys. And I think overall, that's definitely not a problem for you as fire signs. You guys are definitely the most driven and the most outgoing of all the signs. You definitely go for what you want, especially you, Aries. You definitely are good at fulfilling your needs first. And so I see that happening. I see you guys really tapping into that more, focusing more on your needs. What makes you happy? What makes you, you know, how do you see success? And I feel like for a lot of you, you are stepping into the success. And the success doesn't have to necessarily be related to money or a career. It's just the success of what you really desire the most. And you know, Scorpio is all about desire and you know, that kind of stuff. With the World card, you guys are definitely entering into a new phase here, and you're also stepping out of one. I feel like for a lot of you, perhaps you did put your feelings on the back burner, or perhaps you guys were really avoidant of your own feelings. I feel like something had came up this year, or even just recently, that really triggered you and really made you defensive. And for a lot of you, you guys probably built a lot of walls or put up a lot of walls around yourself. And perhaps you've never done anything like this before either. And so now you're kind of just stuck with these walls and you don't know what to do with them. So for a lot of you, you're probably working to avoid the responsibility of maintaining that wall, if you get what I'm saying. Once the wall is built, it needs to be maintained. Otherwise, it's just going to come crashing back down. And it's not going to be pretty when it does. So how does your wall look? Is it tall? Is it short? Is it reinforced steel, or is it wood? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this wall that you built, is what I'm getting. And how is it serving you? Is it serving you well, or is it detrimental? And I feel for fire signs, it's somewhat detrimental. Because for the most part, I don't get the sense that fire signs have a lot of walls when it comes to, you know, keeping certain people and situations out. If anything, you guys just run in the other direction. You don't put up walls. But we have Earth energy here, and we do have Mars and Capricorn here. And so, you know, something definitely is coming to the forefront now. And something is about to shake up your foundations. Now, I believe it's for the better, because looking ahead, it looks like it's for the better, especially since we have the Two of Cups out here. So for the month of October, I would say that you need to, how do I put this? You need to come up with a new plan. Especially because we have the World card out. And this is telling me that not only is a new cycle about to begin, but one is closing out. You are ending something major. You're either ending something major or you're about to begin something major. And I feel that it is both. I feel that once you are aware and more self-aware of this wall or this barrier that you've put up, okay, this wall that I'm talking about could be metaphorical for anything that you've placed a boundary or placed a restriction. So it could be restrictions to other people, it could be restrictions to your lifestyle, it could be restrictions to, you know, your diet, your how you spend your money, how you save your money, just any kind of restriction, any kind of even avoidance. For some of you, you guys are definitely avoiding something here, and you may even just be avoiding your own feelings. And taking a look at the challenges this month with the Five of Swords and the Eight of Cups, you know, 5 represents challenges and cycles, and it's very chaotic. So your challenge is to really, you gotta let go here. You gotta learn when to walk away. And this could be from people or from yourself. Sorry, I know it's not in focus, but your challenge is to know when to let go. So this guy here, what I'm getting is that a lot of you didn't know when to let go of something, and now you're kind of just in the dumps about it, because now it's time to let go. And you just, and instead of, you know, accepting it earlier on, it's kind of put you in this position to where it's like, you know, like, fuck, like that's the best way I could say it. Like, what am I doing here? You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what this guy is asking himself. How did I even get here? You know what I mean? Like, this isn't like me. This isn't like me to, you know, hide or restrict myself. Like, I'm a goddamn fire sign. You know, I get what I get. I do what I want. You know what I mean? You guys are the most driven. And I feel there could be a lot of reasons why you've had to, you know, this could be self-imposed restrictions, but they could also be restrictions due to, you know, what's been going on lately, you know, depending where you are in the world, you may have had a lot of restrictions and a lot of limitations, and you know, I feel like it really got you stuck in your feelings, and it made you hold on to things that you really didn't need to hold on to, you know? Now it's time to let it all go. You need to let it go. That's your challenge this month, is to let it go, because the overall energy, the crowning energy, is the Nine of Cups. And this is like the wish fulfillment card. This is like the ultimate, you know, emotional stability, emotional balance, pleasures, even leisure. It's like the ultimate feel-good card, in my opinion. And if you look at the artwork on this card, this is the Cosmic Tarot. They look like they're enjoying themselves, right? And I feel like with everything that's going on, you just want to enjoy yourself. You just want to let loose. You just want to let go of everything and get back to basically your natural element. A lot of you have really been knocked off your element. You know, a lot of you have been like, I feel like you've really distracted yourself, and you may be in that position right now that you're trying to distract yourself. A lot of you it's work, a lot of you it's you know, it could be food, it could be, you know, just whatever makes you feel good. And I feel like it's kind of a darker aspect of feeling good. And we are in Scorpio season, so by all means, you know, don't be afraid of the dark. Don't be afraid of giving into some temptation. I'm not saying give in to all your temptations, but sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's good to do things we don't normally do for the experience. You know, do things that, you know, you think you might like. And for the most part, yeah, that's just what I'm getting. Let's see what else. I feel like a lot of you have some like really nasty coworkers, or like there's people that you work with that are just like, they're like, I don't know, like they're not putting in the work. They're not doing their part. I feel like you're having to pick up their slack. And that could be the restrictions you've been facing for some of you, that you've had to basically cover everyone else's ass, and it's left you no time to sit with yourself. It's left you no time to really enjoy life, at least to the fullest. There's also could be a lot of gossip around you. A lot of people are talking. I definitely feel it's work related. It could even be school related if you're in school, you know, and it doesn't have to be work like your job. It could just be any kind of commitment that you have with other people, or just the commitments you have in general that involve other people. You know, I just feel like I don't know, there's definitely some jealousy. But also I just feel like other people around you are just being lazy, you know? Or maybe if you're part of the group that have been building walls and putting up walls, I feel that they just don't know how to approach you anymore, or just at this time. Like, they don't know what to say to you. They don't know what to expect out of you, because you're being really unpredictable right now. And that could be a good thing, especially if you have some plans going on, which I see a lot of you do. A lot of you have some plans, and you know, you don't want to, you know, what's that saying? You know, hustle in silence. And so, like, I feel like they suspect something. They can definitely pick up on something that you're doing, whether or not you've exposed it to anybody. And because of that, your coworkers or your classmates or whoever that this relates to, it can even be family, you know, friends, whatever. I feel like because you are basically, you know, you've got this plan here, they're just like, how do I put it? They just feel it. They just know something's happening. They just know something's up. And so for some, they're avoiding you, or they're giving you that space because they don't know how to approach you. Looking at what energies are coming in, I would say that you're on a fast track here. You're definitely, I feel a lot of you are going to have some new opportunity in love. So if you're single, even if you're not single, if you're involved in a relationship, new love opportunities are coming in. And even if you're not looking or interested in getting into a relationship or even dating, you're just enjoying your single life, I feel like there's still new love opportunities. And it doesn't have to be romantic. It could just be opportunities that you love and enjoy. And for those who are more work savvy or business savvy, you know, I feel a lot of you are going to get a promotion. That's for sure. A lot of you are going to get some kind of recognition. I feel like somebody watching is going to be published, or they're about to publish something. Maybe your first book, maybe a paper. I feel like someone here that's watching is involved with law. Maybe you're a lawyer, or maybe you're in law school. I feel like you especially, you're about to get published. There's definitely some writer's energy here. So somebody here is a writer or a poet or even a musician. It's possible that something is going to be taken away from you. It's possible that you're going to lose something. And now this loss could be any kind of loss. But I feel it's something major though. And it's something that's going to really redirect your energy into the right direction. So this loss, I feel it's going to be major. And it ties in with the Eight of Cups over here, the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Cups. I feel like this is gonna really, it's really gonna hit you. It's gonna hit close to home. For some of you, you might even lose your home. You might even lose your job. You might lose a friendship that really meant a lot to you. You might, you know, I feel like one of you is gonna break up with somebody. And this is a long-term commitment. I feel like you may just feel like you've been robbed of things, of everything. You know, and these people that I've mentioned earlier, these coworkers, family members, classmates, that are kind of like, they're kind of turning their back on you, or they're kind of just like, or they're like avoiding you or whatever. If you're working on a group project, I feel like one or all these people are just gonna bail out. Like, they're just gonna be like, you know what, on second thought, I changed my mind. This could also mean that a contract that you're in is ending, it's expiring, or somebody wants out of a contract of some kind. It could be any kind of contract, business, marriage, you know, even a karmic contract. It could just be an energetic contract. And as it should, though, because we do have the World card in your current energy. So whatever does come to an end, whatever you do lose, it's for the better. Trust me, it is going to be for the better, because following the Seven of Swords is the Ace of Swords. So this is going to bring in some deep new realizations. I feel like you're going to be really tapped into the mental body, especially once you align your emotional body, once you get your shit back in order, you know, once you've either, you know, I don't know why I want to say this, but like once you've decorated your wall, or like once you've made your wall, I guess, more accessible to people. So like, you know, like I have a visual of like someone putting a ladder up against the wall and climbing over it. And it's funny because I said this quote a while ago on my Instagram, and it's from the movie, oh shit, what's it called? I can't remember the name of the movie right now. But it's Will Ferrell, and oh damn it, I really can't remember right now. So basically, it's, who is that guy? Mark Wahlberg. Oh my god, I should know that. And Will Ferrell says to Mark Wahlberg, I think the movie's called Other Guys, all right? And so Will Ferrell says to Mark Wahlberg, he says something like, and I'm paraphrasing because I can't remember it right off the top of my head, but he said something like, I'm going to climb over that anger wall of yours one day, and it's going to be glorious. So that's kind of what's matching my visual right now of someone putting up a ladder and climbing over this wall to get to you. I feel like once this wall of yours, or once these limitations you've placed on yourself, or even the limitations that, you know, you're where you are lifted or somehow worked around, because it doesn't have to exactly be like lifted or removed. So like the visual I had of someone climbing over your wall, like that wall is still there, those restrictions are still there, that barrier's still there, but you know, once you've allowed somebody or something to get into that space, I feel like whatever's gonna come to a loss will be really easy to let go of. It will really kickstart the world energy, because I feel like a lot of you are being really hesitant of what's about to transpire and about what's to come. And I feel like you're just holding on to a lot of old beliefs, a lot of old ideas. I feel like with the people involved, I feel like you're listening to too much gossip. You're listening to too much of what other people think and not too much of your own intuition. And that's part of the challenge too with the Five of Swords, you know, of learning to surrender and let go. And, you know, and I've kind of said it earlier, like, it's not always bad to give into temptation. And I feel like you have some temptations that you're viewing as a negative thing or as a bad thing, and it's really not. like it could really serve you well. And so you need to, I guess, step more into your wild side, especially if you've been playing it safe. A lot of you have been playing it safe. And I feel that you need to just, you gotta let loose. You gotta let it go. You really do. You need to let this shit go. Whatever is trying to exit your life, let it the fuck go. Because otherwise you're gonna be stuck in the Eight of Cups energy, and you're just gonna be sitting there like what the fuck? Like really, like you really did this to me. Like you're really breaking up with me, or you're really bailing out on this project, or whatever it is. Like, you shouldn't worry so much about it. You gotta surrender to it. Because ultimately, when you do that, you're gonna feel so much better about yourself. You're gonna really take back your power. And that's what the Nine of Cups speaks about to me, is owning your own emotional power, not letting other people, other things, and situations dictate how you feel, which is some advice I could definitely take right now myself. And I have like no fire in my chart, so maybe I should take that advice. You really gotta let go. And once you do, you're going to have some very profound insights, some very profound, I feel like also new opportunities will step in. There's always going to be new opportunities, but I feel like these new opportunities have to deal with your perceptions and your views and your beliefs and your philosophies. I feel a lot of you are you're just really holding on to something here, and you don't want to let it go, or you're just so comfortable with it, which the Queen of Cups can be about too, is ultimate comfort, because this is Cancer energy. And so like you could just be so comfortable in your own shell that you just don't know how to let it go, especially if it's something that you've been holding on to for so long, especially a belief system or just your perceptions. It's all gonna change this month. The coming energies, it's something's gonna really shake things up. The Knight of Wands is telling me that you need to be prepared for something that's gonna come in quick, and it's gonna come in fast, especially after this loss. And especially after letting go of something, you're gonna get some profound insights, and as soon as you get that light bulb moment, this whole new energy is just gonna come sweeping in. It's just gonna come right in. And I really feel that it's gonna, first of all, it's gonna make you feel really good about yourself. It's gonna really re-energize yourself, especially Leos here. You know, I feel like, especially my poor Leos, like I feel like this year you guys have really, I feel like overall for Leos, their whole perceptions and belief systems have been, I don't know, up for review. They've been challenged, either by outside forces or just yourself. You've been challenging yourself here, and like you guys just need a new change of scenery. You just need a new direction, and the Knight of Wands is gonna bring in a whole new direction for you guys, for all of you, not just Leos. And if we're gonna talk about love, there's definitely soulmate connections happening here. There's definitely long-term commitments coming in for you this month. There are going to be certain people and situations that come in after this loss. And this loss, I feel like, will happen really quickly. And I don't know, for everyone it's going to be different. For some of you, it could happen like after this reading. Don't want to scare you guys, but like it could happen as soon as now, or as soon as like the last day of the month, and then all, which hopefully not, because if that's the case, then all this shit's gonna happen in one day. But, you know, as soon as this shit exits your life, as soon as you let shit go, and this might even be you that needs to go. Like, maybe you need to leave the group. Maybe you need to quit the job. Maybe you need to leave the relationship. You know what I mean? Like, you need to take authority for yourself when it comes to your emotional well-being. And I feel like the focus this month should be all about your emotions and all about your dignity. And I know I said that Scorpio kickstart October. It doesn't. I don't know why I thought that. I just think Scorpio every time I think October. It's Libra that kickstarts October. And so for all of us, especially Aries risings, you know, relationships are up for review, and your place in them is up for review. I feel like a lot of you are just reconsidering your place within society, within your social groups, within your career. Like, you're just you're like renegotiating with yourself and asking yourself, like, is this really it for me? And that could be, you know, work, education, relationships. You're just really focused on feeling good and doing what's right. Because I feel like for a while you guys have not been feeling good, and you have been doing things that you thought were right, but you're starting to realize that they're not. And I think that's the whole challenge here is to come to that harsh realization, so that way you can let it go. You really got to let go this month. And that's your challenge. That's your challenge, but it's also like your greatest blessing. Because, like I said, once you let go, this new energy is going to step in, and it's going to step in fast, and it's going to lead you to great fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. New connections, very likely, new relationships can begin. I would say any relationship that begins this month could be very, very long term, if not last an entire lifetime. And not just relationships, but contracts, any kind of commitment. So if you are thinking about, you know, if you are thinking about starting a new job, if you're thinking about starting a health routine, if you're thinking about, you know, just doing something new that you know is good for you, and you know it's going to bring you comfort, and not just comfort, not just emotional comfort, but it's going to bring you stability. Now is definitely the time to do it. And for some of you, like I feel like you think it's just temptations, like you just, like you feel, I feel like you think it's wrong, but it's not, man. It's totally not. I'm here to tell you that it's not. It's going to lead to something that you can hold on to for a very long time, something that you can trust. And if it involves another person, whether this is a, you know, friendship or business or romantic, I feel like this person, this commitment, this new commitment you make with this other person, if we're talking about people here, I feel that this person really gets you. They really understand you, and they can see past your bullshit, but they could also help you see through other people's bullshit. I feel like this person has Scorpio energy, or just Cancer energy. Cancer's pretty good at seeing through the bullshit as well. So yeah. And I feel like any new commitments you make, it's gonna be a fair exchange of give and take, of give and receive. I feel like because right now with your current energies, you're really working on emotional stability and really just getting back in touch with yourself and, you know, tearing down those walls and removing your own limiting beliefs, your own limiting perceptions that aren't probably yours, like they've just been influenced onto you. I feel like once you come into alignment with this and into the realization of this, you lose something. You have to let go of something, either by force or it's something that you decide to do. It's going to be different for everybody. And once you do that, it's going to invite this new opportunity, this new commitment, and it's going to bring back everything into balance. So, realigning your emotional body, getting back in touch with your heart space, with what you truly feel, with what you truly desire, is going to allow you to clear up all the bullshit that's in your mental body. I feel like you've just been telling yourself things that just aren't true, or you're blindly following some kind of belief. Like you're blindly following the opinions of others, and you may not even realize it, you know, and that's okay. We all do that at some point. We all end up blindly following and listening to people in situations that don't exactly know what the fuck they're talking about. And so the focus is your emotional body, realigning your emotional body to get in touch with your mental body. And your mental body is going to reveal to you all the things, all the lies you've told yourself, all the lies that people have told you. And it's exciting because I feel like somebody here is going to end like a relationship with a friend that's just like, I don't know. I just feel like I feel like they've been lying to themselves, you know, and so it's got you thinking a certain way. And once they leave, or once you leave them, you're gonna get back that mental clarity. Like you're gonna get back something that they took away from you. So this loss is good in the sense that you're going to get back something that is rightfully yours. And I feel that it's been really preventing you from seeing the bigger picture. It's really like, overall, it's just disrupted your emotional well-being. That's what I'm really getting here with the current energy and just the overall, the crowning energy of this reading. Like, there's just so much that you've been holding on to, and so much that you've been restricting yourself from, and like you've just been lying to yourself. Maybe you've been lying to other people out of fear, and now you're able to stop. You're able to let that go. You're able to stop lying. You're able to stop deceiving yourself or deceiving others, or, you know, you're able to see a situation for what it is and not what you want it to be. Oh my God. And I feel like that's the message here. Like, I feel like this month, you are going to see things for what they really are and not what you wish they would have been or how you hoped they would have been. You know, I feel like a lot of you, when it comes to this wall, it has a lot to do with your perceptions now, not so much your emotions. But, you know, like I said, it's going to be different for everybody. And you might even be thinking already, like, what this wall is that you've built and what it represents. And it's just, I feel like it was so necessary at the time. And even right now, while you're watching this reading, whenever you come to this reading, it's good for the entire month. So if you're late to this reading, it's still good. The current energies may still stand, or they could have been the current energies at the start of the month. And so, like, I feel like this month, you're finally taking the rose-colored glasses off. And it's gonna feel good because you're just like, you're gonna be like, why? Like, what the fuck? Like, this isn't like me. Like, I don't wear rose-colored glasses. Like, that's Pisces. That's Pisces energy. That's water sign energy. You're gonna realize, like, how much bullshit you've been feeding into. And how much you're holding on to that you don't need to hold on to. People, situation, material items, even money. Maybe you're super frugal, or like you haven't been spending any money out of fear. Like, a lot of your guys' fears are you're just gonna realize how these fears are just either self-imposed, or they are self-imposed because of outside influences. And they could have been something that has been with you your entire life, or just for this year, or just for the past month, whatever timeline it is for you. Like, you're just gonna be like, I'm done with it. Every time I see the Seven of Swords, I always think of Cartman in South Park when he says, "Screw you guys, I'm going home." And I kind of feel like for some of you, this is what's going to happen. Like, for those of you that are going to break, like, you know if this is you that's going to leave a situation or not, because you feel it. If it doesn't resonate for you, then the situation's leaving you. I'm sorry. But for those of you who are leaving the situation, you are kind of just saying, like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Like, you don't appreciate me. You don't appreciate what I've done for you. You know, I'm gone. Or it's like, you know, I've bought into your lies. I've bought into your games for so long that, you know what? I'm done here. I'm taking my power back. So that's really interesting. Really interesting for you guys, because, like, I don't, and it could just be judgment. Like, for fire signs, I just, like, I can't see you guys falling for bullshit. Like, I can't. And that's just my own judgment, though. My own perceptions of fire signs. But, you know, it happens to us. It happens to the best of us. We want to do right. We want to, you know, we want to do what we think is right, what we think is fair. And the first half of October, you're definitely going to be reevaluating what that means with all this Libra energy. And, you know, we'll have the new moon coming up. I believe it's the 6th. And so this new moon is going to have Mercury retrograde and Mars, like, in very tight aspect, very tightly conjunct the new moon, which is the sun and the moon together. So, like, man, with Mercury retrograde, like, it's definitely a good time to take a step back and go into your mental body. And it's a good time to review things. And when it comes to Libra, this is about relationships. This is about your give and take. This is about commitments. This is about, you know, the law and things that, basically the things that you view as fair and just and rightfully so. And you're gonna go back and realize how like you're just lying to yourself. I'm just sorry, I hate to say it, but it's true. Like, and it's not gonna be for everybody, but for a lot of you, like, you're bullshitting here. You're just holding on to what's familiar. That's all. Sorry for my long pauses. Shit comes and go. Like, I'll get a message and then it just fucking drops. Like, I don't know. I can't. I got Mercury on, or Neptune on my Mercury. So, like, shit comes and goes. And, like, if I don't grab the message, it's just going to leave. And that's it. And it's not going to come back. So, like, I keep pausing a lot in this reading because I'm trying to, like, process what's coming up. But basically, this is what I'm getting from the reading. So yeah, it's really interesting. I do like what I see though. I feel like overall things are going to be pretty good. Like, there's still a lot of exciting things coming for you guys. You know, even with the loss, even, you know, with cycles ending and beginning, like, I feel like, you know, and even with this 8 of Cups here and as your challenge and the 5 of Swords, like shit sucks, but it really doesn't. Like, it's really not as bad as you think. And that's the whole message for this month, is that shit is not what you think. And now it's a perfect time to really go inwards and to really reevaluate what's missing and to bring back what's missing and to take back your power and to let go of very limiting, outdated beliefs that aren't even yours, and you may not even know how you even got to this point and like why you even fell for it, you know. So that's why I feel like overall, like, this shit is good, because it's like a cleansing and renewal, that sort of thing. All right, so let's just jump right into the last part of this reading and pull some oracle cards. I think this will help clarify some more for us. Let me know how this reading went for you guys in the comments. I know it's different. Like I said, I'm not used to this. I'm used to writing my readings, and when I do that, I have way more time to sit and think and process. And then when I'm typing it out, I could see what I'm saying and see what I'm processing, and it's a lot easier for me to read that way. So I feel like this was a little all over the place, but hopefully you got the message. All right, so what oracle message do we have for you guys this month from the Elemental Oracle? So we'll tap into the energies of our ancestors, of the planet, of Gaia, of Earth. What messages do you have for the fire signs? How about this? Let's pull an oracle for each fire sign. So what oracle message do we have for Aries? Aries, we have a number 38, Dark Matter. Very cool card. All right. Now let's see what it says. Dark Matter. And the word that represents this card is mystery. The world still has mystery, and this is a fine thing. Just because you cannot see it doesn't mean it is not there. You do not have to know the details of everything. Some things are better not revealed at this time. Have faith. Pretty good message for Aries. And I feel like when it comes to, you know, when it says just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. I feel like this has a lot to do with your mental body, with beliefs and philosophies. Like, you can't see religion, right? You can't see a type of thought or a type of belief, but it's there. It exists. You know what I mean? And for Aries, it's about trusting in the unknown, trusting in what you can't see, and that has a lot to do with intuition as well. So really trusting your guys' intuition. For Aries, I think that's a big thing for you this month, is to trust your gut. And it's interesting because this card has butterflies on it, and you know, there's that saying of you know, butterflies in your stomach or whatever. So trust those butterflies, trust those little fluttery moments, those little nudges, those little like gut, you know, instincts, which I guess your gut instinct and your intuition aren't the same, but I strongly believe that they are. However you want to see it, trust it, right? You may not be able to explain it, you may not be able to see it, you may not be able to even comprehend it in your current reality, but trust that what you feel and what you know is the truth. It's there. And yeah, just do what you know is right. And that's the biggest message for fire signs this month, is to just stop listening to other people and fucking do you. Go back to doing you, because that's what you're good at. If anything, you guys are the best at doing you. So what's holding you back? Stop letting it hold you back. Because what you let hold you back, you know, whatever, let's just go on. So let's do Leo. Sorry about that. Let's just do this. All right. We have the equator, number 5, and the word or phrase for this is to make equal. Okay? Which is fitting for now because we are in Libra season. And it's all about finding that balance. And that's another thing about this reading, is to find that emotional balance. So, for Aries, I really feel you guys, it's about reclaiming your power, and you guys like getting back into Aries mode, and that whole like just doing shit because you can kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? And for Leo, it's really finding that balance between doing what you know is right and fair for you while considering other people, all right, which is Libra energy. And I feel like there's a medium you can find there with all that. So for the equator, it says, find the balance in your life. Equality among people is a worthy goal. You are worth it. Do not compare yourself to others, as this is a useless task that only leads to unhappiness. There can be a happy medium. There doesn't have to be extreme reaction all the time. So earlier I picked up on how, like, you know, the hustle and silence quote, maybe that's for Leos. And, you know, when it comes to letting go or walking away from something, or allowing something to walk away from you, it's best to just let it happen and not say anything. Like, know that whatever is exiting your life is bringing shit back into balance for you. And it's for your greater good. It's for you know, it's just a part of growth. You win some, you lose some, right? And it doesn't, this card is saying to not overreact. And, you know, inaction is action. So, like, just because you're not showing people what you're thinking or what you're feeling doesn't mean that, you know, it's not valid or it's not working. You know what I mean? Like, that's how manifestations work. Like, you think it and then you do some kind of action towards it, but first you have to start with the internal. And so for Leos, I think it's really about finding more or less an internal balance than it is with a balance with other people. And out of the 3 fire signs, like, you guys are probably the most unbalanced right now. And I think, yeah, let's just stop there. So let's just go to Sag. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying here. Like I said, this is my first time. So, like, you know, I promise this will get better as time goes on. And I won't be so all over the place. So, what do we have for Sagittarius? Let's take this. We have number 26, pressure. This is actually one of my favorite cards out of this deck. And the word for this card is transformation. Here, let's put this. Let's put these up here so we can see them better. Oh, hopefully that doesn't fall. Yeah, it's gonna fall. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, let's just put them on top. All right, there we go. So, pressure, number 26. You can view pressure as being negative, or you can see it as being a shaper, director, or positive influence. Find a happy medium where you can benefit and not be disadvantaged. So another card that's talking about finding that balance, which is a big theme for you guys. So for Sagittarius, maybe this pressure is an image thing. Like, maybe for you guys, you are so concerned and so caught up in what other people are thinking and saying about you that it's definitely it's reshaped your perceptions, I should say. It's you know, and I feel like it was a good thing, because sometimes we need to invite these, you know, it's new energy. Listening to other people's opinions is a form of new energy, because everyone's opinions are different. And although they shouldn't necessarily dictate your decision making, I feel that it was necessary, because you had to be exposed to some kind of new outside influence that challenged your beliefs. Sometimes you need to take a step back from what you know in order to really see what you know. So, do you get what I'm saying here? Like, you know, it's like that saying, you don't know what you got until it's gone. Like, it's that kind of energy. Like, you don't know, you don't know how good you got it. Like, you don't know how right you've been this whole time until you've had somebody or something tell you no, you know, tell you you're wrong, only for you to come back around. And like the World card, for you to come back around and be like, you know what? I was right. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's basically all it is. So, yeah. Easier said than done, right? But that's what I'm getting here. Like, well, you guys are all coming back around. All that fire signs, you guys are all coming back around to a part of you that you've had to give up or have given up. Whatever the circumstances are, maybe you had to because you didn't have a choice. Maybe you did it unwillingly. Maybe you were deceived, or whatever the case is. I feel like you guys are coming back around to an aspect of yourself that is a very powerful aspect of yourself, and it has a lot to do with your mind. It has a lot to do with you know, and I'm thinking about Mars because, you know, Mars and Libra with Mercury and with the sun and moon, like, to me, this is all about just taking action towards just what you know is right. And fuck what other people think. Who cares what other people are saying? And if they don't like it, they can leave. They can step out. It's really not that big of a loss. Like, the challenge is to not sit here this month and dwell on the shit that you've had to give up, or the people you have to walk away from, or the coulda, woulda, shouldas. You know, it's the challenge is to just allow the shit to fall, allow the shit to leave, so that way you can just get back to yourself, get back to this Two of Cups energy, to get back to life, I guess. So I'm gonna end that here. I hope you liked this reading. Let me know in the comments. Hopefully it wasn't too all over the place. And thank you for watching. Love you guys. Bye.